Hello, hello, my water signs. It is your girl Aquame, and I am here to do a reading for my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. I love you, water signs. We're going to see what comes in for you. Take what resonates. Please leave for whoever else may need it. If it ain't yours, don't take it, all right? But please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. All the details about me are down below in the description, okay? So let's call in our angels, our ancestors, our guardians, our guides. Okay, we are in alignment with the universe, our higher selves. Okay, and God is always and forever with us. So let's tap into this energy for the water signs and see what we get. Okay, no. Oop. I'm not going to take that. I just got that when I did the air signs. Let's get a different message for the water signs. What is the message for the for the Cancers, the Scorpios, and the Pisces? Let me get a card. Thank you, thank you. We have healing. Wow, that's interesting because that came out for both the earth signs and the fire signs. They both got healing. Yours is the commitment. So you have some commitment healing that you need to do, whether it be overcommitment, all right, or not committing enough to something, or being afraid of commitment, having some type of past experiences where commitment didn't feel like it was very favorable for you. But this is where you're working on that so that you can have new relationships, that you can have less fear about things that are actually meant for you, that are meant to enter your life, that are meant to be around you, that you're supposed to entertain actually. Yeah. This energy here is it's very rooted. I don't want to say it's heavy, but it's very rooted. Okay, so it's like getting to the bottom of certain things when it comes to commitment, right? Why you may have certain commitment issues or trust issues or something to that effect, right? Maybe sitting down and kind of just analyzing the roles you have played in relationships, right? The different lessons that you were supposed to learn in the relationships, why things have happened, whether it be at work, whether it be with friends, whether it be with lovers, whether it be with your children, right? Your family, no matter what it is. But there's the energy right here is of commitment healing, right? Partnership healing, resolving the resolving something about resolve. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here for this energy for the water signs. What are we discussing today for my water signs? Let me get 3 cards. Oh, that's too many. I thought that was 3. I was going to take it. That was like 6. There we go, 3 cards like I asked. So yes, I'm recording, babe. All right, so we have Joy with the dolphin. Beautiful. I love this energy. She looks like she is just riding the wave here. The light is shining on her. You have another water energy of the seahorse, so perspective. And then you have the weasel. We have stealth. So navigation, navigating through the perspective of something, right? It's all about your perspective. You find joy and you can find joy in any moment, but again, it's about how you see it, right? But again, there's something here about finding yourself back in partnership in some sort of way, finding joy with being around like-minded people. So people with this dolphin energy, I'm getting, people that are matching your frequency, people who have healed, that energy of like trauma dumping, but this is like healing bonding. This is not trauma bonding. This is healing bonding. People who have healed like you have healed. People who find joy the same way you found joy or similar ways, or something that is intriguing to you. It may not even be something similar to you. It may be something that someone in your environment does that you want to learn more about, right? You want to get more engaged in it or something like that. Your perspective is changing, especially when you have healing and commitment coming out together and you're starting to navigate through things more wiser, right? I feel like you're not jumping into commitment too fast at this time, but you're also, if you have more of a reluctancy to commitment, I feel like you're being that much more open, where you're like, okay, let me see how something goes. Let me be more open-minded. Let me, give the situation the benefit of the doubt here. I feel like you've been bitten quite a few times and you just don't want to. All right, you've been Yeah, I feel like this is a lot of like, again, that past energy of like I've been through something I don't want to go through again. But it all about the perspective that you have. You can continuously go through something because that's how you see it, that's how you experience it, or you can choose otherwise, right? You can choose to be that much more wiser when it comes to these situations so that you're not, kind of reliving something or doing something over. Something here also with communication and switching roles, I'm hearing, right? Maybe there's like a role switch that needs to happen. Maybe you were more on the giving end and you need to be more on the receiving end at this time, all right? You're not used to being you're not used to being given, right? Being so receptive. You're more used to pouring into others maybe, but you're definitely receiving. You're receiving, yeah. The teacher and justice. Wow, you're definitely receiving. You're receiving the lesson. You're receiving the wisdom, right? The teacher is the Hierophant in this deck, and the justice card, of course, that's the energy of balance. That's the energy of a karmic lesson being judged. A teacher is like like looking at a test is what I'm seeing, right? And seeing how you have done so far. But I see like this is also you looking at kind of where you are, where your heart is right now. Is your heart truly healed? Am I really ready for this? I feel like you're kind of asking yourself these questions, kind of looking back over your notes in some sort of way. The cycle of life, I'm hearing, the tree of life. Some type of writings or teachings or some type of method of doing something. There's something about a method that you maybe have learned to help yourself heal is working. A breathing exercise, maybe. Some type of heart exercise to open up your heart portal, your heart chakra more. Okay, you have the Five of Wands here. A lot of entanglement. You need to, well, not need to, but I feel like this is where you're working you're working through something, right? Some type of intense energy. And this is where you have to kind of really put this skill to the test in some sort of way to untangle something. Something feels tied up. Something feels like when you, okay, I'm going to give an example. It's like you could be in your own world, doing your own thing, living your life, right? And at the unexpected moment, it's like you enter in, like I said, it's like a portal type of energy where the energy can feel very intense and it can feel very like chaotic or very much unfamiliar in some sort of way, and you having to navigate that stealthy energy, having to navigate through it, right? Because it's only feeling intense because I feel like you've been away from that type of lifestyle, that type of sense of being around this energy. You haven't been around it in a while. So this is like that have you truly healed type of energy. Once you encounter this, what is your next move? You have the Nine of Coins. Yeah, you've been definitely taking care of yourself, my water signs. I feel like you put a lot of effort into yourself. You have a lot of pride at this time. With the Justice card, you worked a lot to reverse a lot of karma that you may have had, or a lot of what you deem to be negative. You've worked very hard to turn them into positives. And I feel like you hold that very deep and you don't want to give it up so easily, right? You don't want anything to come in and interfere with it. Okay, clarify the Hierophant, the teacher. Oh, you have the Strength card. Your strength, you're very protective of yourself at this time. You're protective. You may learn how not to necessarily attack something so quickly, right? And be a little more reserved within yourself and to gradually go and get something, gradually go and do something here with the Strength card and the teacher. But you've learned to, you've learned how to handle a lot because you may have been a little bit harder to learn the lesson. So it's like because you had to maybe even learn something more than once, it made you that much tougher. You had to, right? And that could create a sense of fear where you may not do, you may not push yourself really too far because it's like you've built up this resilience or this strength. I don't want to say resiliency, this strength within you that now has become like a wall, right? It has become like a barrier of protection around you. It makes it a little bit hard for people to get in there, my water signs. And you know, the water is needed. The water has to flow. It can't stay stagnant. Even with that, the justice card and the scales, right? Sometimes you gotta tip the scales just a little bit just to get the right outcome. Balance doesn't necessarily mean that it is always even, right? Sometimes balance is, you know, I'm here because I have the capacity to hold this much, right? And I'm up here because I can't hold that much. So, you know, I'm capable of holding my weight down here, right? And if there comes a time where you got to be in a more lighter space, then that's kind of just like the flow of how the energy is supposed to flip. I love this card. This card doesn't come out often, but you got the Cosmic Seed. This is an extra card in this deck. And this card talks about being in the cosmos, right? It being a part of the system, being a part of the universe, being every role that you play is just as important as the next thing's role, right? With the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands and the Cosmic Seed, I feel like you're in a sense of turbulence. But why? Because things have been going a little bit too smoothly. You have the divine masculine energy. It's like you got to put your strength to the test. You got to utilize your strength at this time a little bit more. Not be soft spoken. You have to stand your ground on something. If you want something to be seen as worthy, as valid, as you know, what I mean, what I say type of energy, then you really gotta like put that stamp of approval on it with this divine masculine energy. You gotta have a little bit more discipline here too. You have so you have the Page and the Knight of Cups here. So there's the Page and the Knight of Cups is not very it can be disciplined energy, but not really. It's like being very kind of wish-washy, I'm seeing. So that wall that I spoke about, it needs to come down to allow the flow in a little bit more. The divine masculine, I'm seeing like the dam is up. The dam has been built, right? So it keeps something out. But again, something is trying to actually enter in to give you something, to show you a sense of ease, right? Show you a sense of coolness, I'm hearing, right? Something is a little bit cold, but it needs to be a little bit more warmer. Temperance here. The temperature is changing, I'm hearing. Times are changing, all right? Get with the program I just heard. It's time to alchemize something. When I say alchemize, meaning like cook something up. You have the Fool here, the Wanderer, being very free at this time, especially with the Temperance energy. She has those wings on her back. So allowing what's meant to be, I just heard. Like a very free thinker. Letting your wildest dreams take over and like kind of seep in, right? You have the Messenger of Coins, which is the Page of Coins. So some type of new seed is being planted. I feel like there could be a new, what do you call it? Some type of learning experience here with this Page of Coins. Some type of new learning experience. I'm saying put your boots on. It's time to get going. You have the Nine of Wands. All right, you got to get going. You got to, I feel like I just seen like somebody who's like, oh my God, this seems like a lot. And it's not, because it's like, again, if it was too much, you wouldn't be right here with this opportunity at your hand, right? This turbulent energy actually wouldn't be here if you haven't reached a certain point of where you gotta, again, open up. You gotta proceed forward. You gotta, you know, you can't just, my water signs. You got to keep flowing. Okay, you got to keep flowing. You got to navigate through those. You know, when water can kind of seep through anywhere, right? Water can seep through the most smallest cracks of something. All right, it doesn't need necessarily the whole ocean. You have the Two of Cups here. Ooh, too many. Let me get two more cards. One more. Thank you. Two of Cups. You have the Two of Coins in reverse and the Three of Wands. Again, there's something. The thing that is stopping you is some sort of commitment to something, right? Because the Two of Coins is like deciding otherwise, not paying any mind to something, right? Being very kind of one-sided when it comes to something here. The Three of Wands is saying you have to open up your horizon. You have to broaden your horizons by allowing yourself to be attached to something that's going to carry you somewhere good. All right, it feels uncomfortable because again, it's like you don't necessarily want to feel like you're dependent. You don't want to feel codependent, but this is not codependency. This is commitment. Excuse me, for yourself. This is commitment that's meant to help you to get to the goal, right? So this is not a one-sided thing. This has to be balanced here. All right, let's see. Water signs. What else do we have? What do we have? And hello to everybody in the comment section. I didn't even pay attention. Sorry about that. We have own it. So something you feel like is yours, rightfully yours. Endless love. All right, love is endless for you. So own that at this time. Open up to the love. Trust that. Listen, you have teach and learn. So here, there's something about relationships that you're meant to learn at this time. About who you commit to, how you commit, trusting people, opening yourself up, allowing yourself to learn from someone else in a way that doesn't feel like they're triggering you, but definitely feels like it's coming from a loving space, I'm hearing. Look at this. The crown chakra and lovers is here. So you're opening up your mind to the idea of love. Something here is legendary, all right? Leo is here, so it might be a Leo that you're interested in, but Leo season is important. You might meet someone, right? Help is here, excuse me. This may become like, I don't know, you're getting a service done and you meet someone, like you could be, yeah. You could be, somebody could be asking you for help, but they're just trying to get a little closer to you. You may be doing that to someone. They could be giving you flowers at this time. Something about flowers is important. The third eye chakra. So somebody's definitely paying attention to you. You're paying attention to someone. You're on someone's mind. You're thinking about doing something where it is a big commitment. A tune-up. You feel like you need to get yourself back on track here, right? You haven't been doing this for a while, so it's like getting back on track with something. But you're in alignment. 222. Okay? Don't worry about it. You have redesign. I'm hearing like a second chance. Flourishing and growing is here. So this is something that is going to bloom and blossom. It's meant to. You're going to be very thankful. Wow. Be thankful, okay? Because God got it. God has it for you. This is something like being a special delivery for you, my damn water signs. So trust this right here that is meant to be. Whatever this is, the right job, the right person, the right commitment. Right? It's just not going to be a failed opportunity, a failed commitment. Right? You're not going to feel bad in the long run. This is a fresh start here. 000. Some type of fresh start that you're being given. And it's time for you. All right? So some type of pathway is closed here. Right? Because you're meant to move forward. There's no more of the something being single-mindedness. All right, so some type of decision. You've made a decision. You're gonna have to make a decision here. I'm hearing say yes. Don't say no. Don't be shy. Have faith, have hope that all will work out in your favor. So water signs. Oh no, let me get you one of these. No pressure. Okay, so no pressure here. Everything is don't worry about it. Don't feel uptight. Don't feel like, oh my God, am I doing it right? I see like anxiety here. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match. So you don't have to do too much to get this, right? There's no pressure here. It's just like you are enough exactly how you are. That's why there's no pressure. You don't got to dress up. You ain't got to. It's like by you just being you, my water signs, you receive in this manner. Everything is here. Okay? Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. All right, I'm going to get one more card for you. Remember who you are, my water signs, and don't ever forget. So it says, you carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. All right, and at the bottom here, you have the beginning. So this is definitely the beginning of something new, some type of new commitment. Say yes, do what you got to do, so that this is something. Excuse me. Don't sabotage yourself, right? Make it something that's worth it. Remember who you are and remember your worth. All right, so don't accept anything that's less than that. All right, the right offers are coming to you right now. The right things are coming to you. There's no pressure here for you to do anything more than what you're already doing. I'm hearing you're good just how you are. So this is your message. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, I love you guys. This was really good. It seems like you got a lover or just some type of openness that you're opening, some type of environment that you're opening yourself up to, that's gonna just make you feel very overwhelmed in the best ways possible, right? So I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Bye.